Now we begin with the second half of the fourth round of fight cards. And to begin this episode, we see a match between Bronco and Siege Engine. Bronco is sitting at 2-1 on the season, so if they win this fight, they will get a tournament berth. And if Siege Engine wins this fight, they have a shot at making the tournament with some play-in matches that will begin after the fourth round of fight cards for all 2-2 bots to get into the tournament. And so Bronco does not want to fall to 2-2. They want to go to 3-1 because then Bronco will be sitting at a 6-6 record if they win this fight too. And if Siege Engine loses this fight, they will be sitting at 4 wins and 5 losses on their career, which would be a losing record, which they also don't want. We'll have to see which bot has a lower round game and which bot will come out with a win down in the pits. Let's head over there right now.
Here we go.
Let the bot battle begin. Great job by Siege Engine getting under Bronco to start this fight. Under again, now trying to put Bronco in the screws. Bronco is very long. It's kind of hard to put him in the screws. But so far, Bronco's flipper has not done a single bit of job against Siege Engine. Siege Engine doing a great job of taking control so far in this fight, but things can change in a jiffy. Bronco is trying to get under. They do a little bit, but they cannot get enough to get a good flip on Siege Engine, which can be an issue for a bot like Bronco, as Siege Engine needs to take more control than they have been to really start turning the corner and to start winning, being in total control. And now Bronco gets under, gets a good sequence of flips, and throws Siege Engine out of the arena. Siege Engine got under very good, but they did not do much with them getting under. They just put Bronco right back on where they could drive and use that weapon. It was not helpful to Siege Engine at all because they couldn't turn this fight around. And the Bronco found a way to get under, got a good sequence of flips, and then eventually threw Siege Engine out of the arena to go 3-1 on the season. Great win by Bronco. Up next, we see a match between Hyperdrive and Glitch. Hyperdrive, if they win this fight, they will get a tournament berth. And for Glitch, the defending champ, if they win this fight, they have a shot at making the tournament this season. But if they lose, they will be eliminated. For Glitch, now that I look back on it, their Season 2 run for the championship was kind of a fluke. They didn't play that hard of machines. They got a pretty easy path for going 4-0 and then going through the tournament. So they want to prove that it wasn't a fluke. They have to make the tournament, and they have to get at least one win, which will be hard to do for them. So let's see who can get the win and who has the better ground game in this fight. Let's find out down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Great shots by Glitch to start things off as they get under Hyperdrive. Hyperdrive get under there quickly. Hyperdrive is now built as a Ukrainian machine. It's kind of the emphasis when I was redesigning them way back when. And Glitch gets under. Great job by Glitch getting under. Hyperdrive has a good amount of forks. So Hyperdrive can easily get under, but that weapon is not as powerful as they want it to be. Now Glitch gets Hyperdrive on its face. Hyperdrive cannot self-right. And Hyperdrive is now going to struggle, but Glitch helps him back up. Not a great job by the defending champ. As Hyperdrive gets under. So far, very even. But Glitch is getting more of the better exchanges between these two. And then they get under again. Hyperdrive struggling again. And Glitch puts Hyperdrive back on its face. They're going to leave him there this time. They have learned their lesson. It looks like Glitch will let Hyperdrive get counted out, and they will take this win. Glitch will go to 2-2 on the season.
Knockout.
That's one way to prove that your run in Season 2 was not a fluke. Glitch was super dominant, putting Hyperdrive on its face at least 3 or 4 times, getting a very good shot, and really proving its dominance against a bot like Hyperdrive, and eventually let Hyperdrive get counted out, and eventually took the win against Hyperdrive, going to 2-2, and will play in 10 playing matches. As for Hyperdrive, they will also play in 10 playing matches, which they also hope to win. Great win by Glitch. Up next, we see a match between Fourface and Beta. Beta is sitting at a 7-6 career record, so if they win this fight, they'll be sitting at 8-6 in their career. If they lose this fight, they'll be back to an even record. And for Fourface, they're a rookie this season, and they have not lost a single fight, which is very shocking. The only bot they have not used so far is Fear, and so we'll see if they choose out this fight against Beta. And if Fourface wins this fight, they will get a top 5 seed in the tournament. And if Beta wins this fight, they will make sure that Fourface does not get that top 5 seed, and Beta will get a tournament spot of its own. Let's see who is the lower bot and who Fourface chooses between anger, happy, sadness, and fear down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Great box rush. Looks like Fourface has shown Fear for this fight. Now they've used all their bots for Fourface, and they're really getting under Beta. Great choice so far by Fourface, as Beta has not done a thing, and they're being super aggressive with Fear. Fear is getting under and using that little leftover, which might get an upgrade very soon, even next season, if possible. And so far, Fear is getting under Beta with no problem, as Beta is really on the back foot, and Fear is displaying its control like it was intended to do. Beta cannot be on that hammer at all. They've had no room to breathe by Fear, and Fear is not trying to put Beta on his side, but Beta's a very odd shape, so it's hard to do that. As Fear gets under Beta once again, they're being super aggressive right now, as Beta is trying to get some breathing room, but they are struggling to even get those forks under Fear, as Fear puts Beta in the screws now. Beta is really on the back foot really early on in this fight. They have that not 1 minute to breathe, as Fear is taking full control, and knockout. This fight is over. Well, I guess all of Fourface's bots have worked. They now go 4-0. What a win this was, demonstrated by Fear. Fear got under in every occasion, even in the beginning, box rushing Beta. Beta never got a minute to breathe, as Fear displayed its control perfectly and didn't have any minor hiccups in that control category, as now Beta will fall to 2-2, and Fear will take Fourface and get a top 5 seed as a rookie. Great win by Fear, and great win by Fourface in all, to go 4-0. Now we have a match between Copperhead and Whiplash. If Copperhead wins this fight, they will continue have a winning record, but they're sitting at 1-2 this season, and so they have to win this fight to get into the tournament for the second straight season. And if Whiplash wins this fight, they will get into the tournament for their third straight season, and if Whiplash wins this fight, they will get their highest seed in the tournament ever. Season 1, they were a 16 seed, then they were a 29 seed, so they'll get a top 5 seed if they win this fight. And Whiplash is also looking to get its 10th career win, but we'll have to go through a redesigned Copperhead. Let's see who wins this fight and who is the lower bot down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. So far, Whiplash getting under Copperhead. Whiplash is intended to be a lower bot in this fight. Whiplash is doing a great job controlling. Whiplash also has a new redesign. They're not red anymore. They are yellow, which is more like the real Whiplash from real Battlebots. They're not like Copperhead, as Copperhead also got a new redesign. They are to be a lot better and a lot more like the real Copperhead. So far, it's Whiplash getting under. Whiplash is trying to do its fork, but that's not working. If we go back to the lifter, Whiplash completely got rid of its spinner configuration, or maybe you'll never use it again. Because this lifter configuration is supposed to be a lot better for any type of bot. And so right now it's stalemate, and now Whiplash gets under again. Whiplash taking full control as Copperhead is on its side and back now. I think Whiplash might win this fight so far. They are doing control so far, but Copperhead gets under a little bit there. But Whiplash is getting the under and getting the more good lifts as Whiplash gets under again, puts Copperhead trying to bend the screws. Copperhead's now on its face. Whiplash will try to get him out of the arena now, as that's not working, and they do. Great win by Whiplash. Whiplash got under in the first exchange, but it was kind of back and forth in this fight. Whiplash didn't have control of every point in this fight. Copperhead got under it little by little, but did not get under enough to really control Whiplash around. Whiplash is that lifter thing, when it doesn't work, is very fragile, but if it works, it's unstoppable, as Copperhead felt its wrath breathe upon them, as Whiplash was going to go 4-0 and get a top 5 seed, and will look to make the top round of 16 once again, as it has its past 2 seasons. Great win by Whiplash to go 4-0. Now it's time for our main event between Endgame and Bloodsport. Winner gets a tournament berth. For Bloodsport, they got a brand new weapon that hits a lot harder, and it's a lot more like Ballistics Test Robotics weapon, except it's not 3D printed. It's made entirely out of Lego. Even though it has its reliability issues, it's a lot more powerful than their other 2 weapons combined. I would say it packs a punch. It can break reliability in bots that have never been broken before. And so it should do a lot better now on this channel. And as for Endgame, they want to do good, and they want to counteract that weapon and use the energy of Bloodsport's weapon against them. But we'll have to see how this fight plays out, and if Endgame can win this fight, or Bloodsport will get a tournament berth of their own. Let's find out down in the pits. Let's head over there right now. Let the bot battle begin. Great shot by Bloodsport to kick things off. They are bringing the chair they're supposed to bring, like I expected in this fight. And a great another shot by Bloodsport Bloodsport is tearing through Endgame and making Endgame look like a piece of trash. And Bloodsport is just so powerful. They're tearing through Endgame, and those cracks are very noticeable now as Bloodsport continues to tear through them. And now Endgame is split in half. Oh my goodness. Bloodsport just put Endgame into like 10 pieces.
7, 6, 5,
what a win
4,
by
3,
Bloodsport.
2, 1, knockout.
What carnage Bloodsport just brought to Endgame. Endgame did not do a single bit of damage as Bloodsport sent Endgame flying in multiple occasions. Endgame could not do a single bit of damage as Bloodsport tore through them, made the cracks look super noticeable, and eventually split Endgame in half, and then tore Endgame into 10 plus pieces. Great win by Bloodsport as they go 3-1. Next episode, we see our second to last fight card episode of the season before we get into the play-in matches for the 2-2 bots and then the bracket reveal and then the tournament. And so, bots competing next episode, we will see Sub-Zero take on Blackout. A match between Son of Ayachi and Lisa Everidge's channel mascot, Inverse. We see a match between Lucky and Deadlift. And then a match between Battlebots Explained channel mascot, Blue Flame take on Bloodbath. And then finally, our main event. The reigning runner-up, Witch Doctor, looks to go 4-0 against the Switzerland Flipper in Duke. All these fights will be next episode. See you in the next one. Bye!